exploring lakes, rivers, and reservoirs across the country with an unyielding goal to enlighten viewers from a fisheye perspective. Come along and we'll investigate the habitat. Much more than a fishing show, this is an eye-opening aquatic experience. Welcome to Kim Stricker's Hook and Look.
That is a pretty fish. Right in the net. I love it, I love it. You start reeling it, it's shooting to the bottom. Ooh, man, that's a good one. I left the AquaView bird dog for us. Oh, there's a fish right there. Crankin, Lake St. Clair. Good old Lake St. Clair. With some threatening rain.
It's a blustery mid-August morn as Kim embarks on a scheduled crankbait shoot. Lake St. Clair doesn't favor an east wind, and the waves have cultivated a moderate chop. Oops. The cameraman's butt is soaked. Indeed, each production day develops into a distinct adventure, full of surprises, triumphs, and tribulations. With that said, our host is confident that today's crankbait experience will be a positive one. For smallmouth bass appreciate a surface disturbance, and these waves may very well help the bite.
Popping some weeds on the bottom. Come on, be up here feeding this morning. There we go. There. Ooh, man, that's a good one. Oh. Ooh, get up here, baby. Oh, look at that. That'll start the morning out right. On the old KVD 1.5 in the bucket. Yes. Lake St. Clair, I love it, I love it. Nothing better than this, don't you shake on me. There we go. Yes. Got that, look at that. Now that is the way to start the morning off, right. Smallmouth like this kind of weather. You know, threatening showers, wind. I think the wind's gonna lie down during the day though, and the sun's gonna come out and warm up a little bit, but smallmouth action at Lake St. Clair is red hot. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. There we go. Well, that's the way to start it. That's the way to start out. Let's get back up there. Wind pushed me off a bit. I love cranking on Lake St. Clair. That's one thing about Lake St. Clair is there's so many different kind of patterns. And a crankbait plays not only shallow on these shallow flats, but deep out in the center of the lake. And today we're going to try to show you that. Right up there. You can see how fast I'm reeling. It makes a real erratic action. Back in '94 when I won that Bassmaster, this is what I was doing, and I was making the bait hunt. But now they're designing lures like the KVD 1.5 that's a square bill that hunts. It's just skipping along, it's touching the bottom, it's bouncing in the sandgrass, stirring up the bottom, running erratically. And if they're up there feeding, there he is, there he is. Ooh, that feels like, ooh, that's a good one. Yes, get up, oh man. Look at that. He's right over here, Mr. Smallmouth. Yes, sir. That's a nice fish. Don't you shake. Oh, pliers under the net. Yeah. Now there's a nice St. Clair smallmouth right there. KVD 1.5 crankbait. Stuck in the net again. Cool. Let him go right back where he belongs.
To stay connected with Hook and Look, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We'll be right back. Hook and Look is brought to you by Strike King Lure Company, #1 in fishing lures. Lose, feel the difference. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. Seagar, trust Seagar when everything is on the line. And by Aquaview, reinventing underwater cameras.
They just roam around up on this flat. There we go. There's a good one. There's a good one. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's a light one, but he's a heavy one. He looks like a pretty good one. Come on over. Look at him. That looks like a nice St. Clair smallie. Ooh, and the one behind him, look at that. That's what we wanted to see. Multiples. That tells, ooh, easy there, baby. Easy there. Come on over here. Yes. There was one right behind him. There we go. Now that's a nice St. Clair smallie. Up on the flats. Crankin. It's bringing back memories to me. Cranking these flats. That's for sure. That's a nice solid St. Clair smallie, and the best part about it is there was another one behind him that tells me there's a group sitting up there. So, good deal. Let's do it again and again. More so than not, when you catch one smallmouth, odds are there are more than one in the area. They tend to hang together. But what's more encouraging is when you have followers competing with the fish you're fighting to the boat. Then you know the others are just as active. Come on, baby. Let's do that again. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Ooh, yes. Yes. I love when they say, oh, this is a big, dark one. Look at this one down here. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Right in the net. They love to fight, don't they? Golly. Golly. Where's he hooked at? Right in the side, right in the mouth. Look at how chunky those are, huh? Those are great, great fish. But they're up on these flats. Not totally stacked, I would say, but there's more than one up here. And hopefully get some more of these beauties. Gotta admit, that is a pretty fish. The most overused line in fishing shows, that's a pretty fish. I heard that. Yeah, bud.
Coming up, we'll be cranking the deep water. Stay tuned.
Following a shallow bite with a KVD 1.5, Kim has now moved more towards the center of the lake to crank the deep water. His lure choice at this depth is a Strike King 6XD. The 6XD was designed with a super steep dive angle to reach the deeper strike zone quickly.
Oh, there's a fish right there. There we go. He slammed that crankbait. Oh, look at the size of that giant smallmouth. Wow. Oh, I love smallmouth fishing. Look at that fish. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, yeah. Get up here, big old smallmouth. Get my net. Get my net. Get up here. Ooh, he's kind of hooked to the side of the face. They don't never give up, do they? Yeah. Getting all tangled up there. Settle down, settle down, settle down. Fish, you whacked it. Like smacked it. Look at that beautiful fish. Yeah, I haven't been out here and I miss this deep cranking. I mean, we're in the center of the lake right now, sitting out in 19 foot of water and using a 6XD, just cranking and covering water. With the 6XD, I'm not working that the way I do a 1.5. This is more of a long cast, and it's a quick planing crankbait, and it gets right down there, but it's just a slow, steady retrieve. You don't want to go too fast. In fact, the faster you reel it, the shallower it'll run. And I'm throwing it on 10-pound test Seaguar Tatsu fluorocarbon. I'm using 10-pound to get it down as deep as I can get it. But again, look at that, the loose reel just smooth as can be. I'm getting it down, slow, steady retrieve, and then one of them big ones is gonna stop it. There we go. I don't know how big he is. I don't know if he even knows yet. It might be bigger than that. You never know. The little ones fight like crazy. Not a bad one. Good average size. Good average size. There we are. Pretty little thing. Definitely not one of the big ones. But I'll take them and I'll let them go.
Taking into consideration that the core of any angling presentation consists of several components, today's Seaguar system begins with two Strike King crankbaits. For the shallow flats, a KVD 1.5 square bill in a green pumpkin craw color pattern worked well. For the deep water, a Chartreuse Sexy Shad colored Strike King 6XD was equally productive and capable of reaching its maximum depth. Assisting the lure in doing so required a thin diameter fluorocarbon line and long casts. 10-pound test Seaguar Tatsu double structure fluorocarbon has the castability properties to achieve this goal when spooled on a Team Lew's Hypermag speed spool and presented properly with the Lew's David Fritz Perfect Crankbait Speed Stick.
I've got to expand on this a bit. I'm so impressed with the castability of the Lew's Hypermag speed spool. I'm not going to get all technical about the 11-ball bearings and the speed cast braking system. Instead, I think it would be best to just let the reel talk for itself in slow motion. Look how smoothly the line comes off the spool. My thumb is totally free and the line keeps going and going without the slightest worry of getting a backlash. As my lure approaches the water, I position my thumb near the spool, but it's not until my lure splashes down that I make contact and stop it. Again, that is one great casting reel, and for the same reason I present my underwater footage, seeing is believing.
Up next, Kim Bird Dogs with an AquaView camera. Right after this.
This portion of Hook and Look is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Evinrude, the only outboard that lets you have it all. The original Wacky Tool, your soft bait's best mate. Trick Step, because getting in and out of your trailered boat should be easy. And by Indian River, Michigan Tourist Bureau. Pure waters, pure trails, pure north. Welcome back to Hook and Look. Kim is moving out 100 yards further to make a little deeper pass. But first, he prepares to deploy his AquaView HD 7i Pro camera. Equipped with a weighted trolling fin, utilizing an AquaView is most certainly a helpful, as well as captivating method to evaluate water.
There's a smallmouth. They're all over the place out here. You just gotta cover the water. Some places have a little more concentration, a little more bait, I guess. Oh, there's a smallmouth coming right at him. He's running away from me. Ooh, oh, it's a big drum. That's what the other one was too. Big sheephead. Oh, there's a smallmouth. Another smallmouth. Another smallmouth. I believe I'm gonna make a waypoint. There's a look at smallmouth. Another nice smallmouth. I'm gonna catch him here, I guarantee you. We're out a little deeper, and the bottom content is definitely different. Sparser weeds, more sand, and again, I'm seeing crayfish burrows in the sand. I think this is a good area. Let's go fish over those spots. They're just roaming around out here with this biting flies. There he is. There he is. Ooh, that's a good one, I think. Oh. I think it's one of them drum. I think it's one of them big drums we saw on the AquaView, I think. Or is that a smallmouth? That's a drum. Look at that. That's. Oh, he got off. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It figures I would catch one of the drum I saw on the AquaView, but I also saw some smallies, so you know what's coming up next. I made another long cast, cranked that 6XD to the bottom, then stopped it momentarily and let it suspend. Often that'll draw followers and trigger a strike. But there we go. Ooh, how big are we? Ooh, not too bad. I let the AquaView bird dog for us. And then we just come back and catch them. That's a good average smallmouth. Come on up here. Ooh, yeah. Yes, sir. I saw you on the video. You and that drum. And a couple of your buddies. You weren't going nowhere, were you? Yeah. Just a nice average size smallmouth. But funny, you see them on the camera. You come back and catch them. It's awesome. You need to try it. Get down there and find me a pig. Here we go. Ooh, Ooh, that feels like a good one. That does feel like a good one. That's better than I've been catching. Ooh, yes. Yes. Get over here. Head shaking. That's a good one. That's a better one right there. Look at this beautiful fish. Yes, yes. Right in the old basket. Right in the old basket. Oh, don't you move. Oh, look at that big, beautiful fish here. Get off there. Ooh. Yes, sir. Crankin, Lake St. Clair. Always a good time. Next week we shift to skipping an Owaki rigged Ocho under pontoon boats. It's another consistent pattern and a worthwhile technique to master. So be sure to tune in, and once again, we'll hook and look.
Hook and Look is a Kim Stricker production.